Everything had been perfect. Or at least that's what I believed. Emily and I had been engaged for 2 months, our wedding plans were in full swing, and our families were thrilled. I had spent years imagining this moment. Marrying the woman I loved, building a home together, and stepping into the next chapter of our lives. I pictured lazy Sunday mornings with coffee and laughter, nights curled up on the couch watching movies and growing old side by side. But life has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect them. One evening, after a long day at work, I came home expecting a quiet night of dinner and conversation. Instead, an unfamiliar tension hung in the air. Emily sat on the couch, hands clasped tightly together, her expression unreadable. "Everything okay?" I asked, setting down my keys. She took a slow breath, exhaling as if bracing herself. "I think we need a break." The words hit harder than I ever could have imagined. A break? That wasn't something couples in love needed. A break was for relationships on the verge of collapse, for people uncertain about their future. But that wasn't us. At least I thought it wasn't. I frowned, trying to understand. A break? Why? She hesitated, twisting the fabric of her sweater between her fingers. And then, as if she had to force the words out, she finally spoke. "I want to see my ex again. Just to make sure I'm making the right choice with you." The world around me seemed to fade into silence. My ears started ringing. For a moment, I thought I had misheard her. The words didn't make sense. They couldn't. You want to see your ex?" My voice was eerily calm, though inside, my heart felt like it had been ripped out. Emily quickly raised her hands as if to soften the blow. "It's not what you think. I don't have feelings for him. I just need to be sure that I've completely moved on before we get married." I stared at her, trying to process the absurdity of what she was saying. I had known about her past. She had told me about him, about their years together before their breakup. But she had reassured me, over and over again, that he was nothing more than a closed chapter. And yet here we were. You accepted my proposal. We planned a future together. And now you suddenly need to revisit your past? She swallowed hard. "I know it sounds bad, but I don't want to live with regrets. I just need to be sure I'm not making a mistake." A bitter laugh escaped my lips. "So what am I? A backup option? A safety net in case things don't work out with him?" Her eyes widened. "No, it's not like that." "Then what is it like, Emily?" I snapped. "Because from where I'm standing, it looks exactly like that." She flinched but didn't argue. And that silence, that damn silence, told me everything I needed to know. Love isn't something you question. When you truly love someone, there are no doubts. No second-guessing. No need to double-check. But Emily was second-guessing me. She was second-guessing us. A deep breath steadied me as I pushed down the anger, the heartbreak, the overwhelming betrayal threatening to consume me. I wanted to yell, to demand answers, to make her see just how much she was throwing away. But instead, I forced myself to stay calm. "You know what?" I finally said, my voice quiet but firm. "Take all the time you need. In fact, take forever." Her expression twisted into panic. "Wait, what do you mean?" "I mean we're done, Emily. If you have to second-guess our relationship, then I don't want to be in it." Her mouth opened, then closed. Maybe she had expected me to nod, to agree to her terms, to sit and wait while she explored her options. But I wasn't that guy. I wasn't going to be someone's second choice. "Are you really throwing everything away over this?" she asked, her voice trembling slightly. I let out a hollow chuckle. "No, Emily. You did that the moment you decided I wasn't enough for you." She reached out as if to touch me, but I stepped back. The space between us felt wider than ever, an unbridgeable gap. For a long moment we just stared at each other. I could see the conflict in her eyes, the regret starting to form. But it was too late. Some things once broken can never be fixed. That night, as she slept in our bedroom, I sat alone in the living room, staring at the engagement ring I had picked out with so much love. It felt like a cruel joke now. I thought about our years together, the memories we had built, the promises we had exchanged. How could it all fall apart so easily? But deep down, I knew the answer. Love isn't something you test. When you truly love someone, you don't look back, you move forward together. But Emily had looked back. And I couldn't be with someone who wasn't sure about me. I deserved better. So I made a decision. I wasn't just ending our engagement. I was walking away from everything. The next morning, before she even woke up, I started selling everything. The furniture we had picked out together? Gone. The car we had taken road trips in? Sold. Every single reminder of the life we had built? Erased. At first, it felt strange, like I was dismantling everything I had worked for. But as the furniture disappeared piece by piece, I felt something else too, relief. I wasn't going to wait around for someone to decide if I was worth it. By the end of the week, I had nothing left. I packed a single suitcase, withdrew my savings, and booked a one-way ticket out of town. No goodbyes. No explanations. No last-minute attempts to make her see what she had lost. I just vanished. For weeks, I drifted from city to city, staying in cheap motels, figuring out what came next. No wedding plans. No shared future with someone who didn't value me. For the first time in years, I was living for myself. One evening, I finally checked my email. There were dozens of unread messages from friends, family, and from Emily. The subject line of her last email caught my eye. Please come back. I made a mistake. I hesitated, then clicked. I was stupid. I met up with him and realized I didn't love him. It was always you. But when I came back to talk to you, you were gone. Please, if you get this, let's fix things. I miss you. I stared at the screen, feeling nothing. No anger. No sadness. No longing. Just clarity. She had needed to test the waters to realize my worth. But I didn't. I had always known. For so long, I had feared this moment, that she would reach out, say all the right words, and that I would crumble. But now that it had happened, I felt nothing but certainty. I wasn't going back. I closed the email without responding. Then, as a final act of closure, I deleted the account entirely. That was the day I truly moved on. I didn't need an apology. I didn't need an explanation. All I needed was the road ahead of me. And this time I was choosing it on my own terms.